when I hired you, the main reason I knew I had been getting to this point, but I had only felt it deep down and hadn't really vocalized this desire to identify my life's purpose. I 2 years ago had a conversation with you at a networking event that it just felt I felt like a change was about to come, and I knew that it was something that I would eventually be ready for. And here I am now, and I had made that jump because I knew that I was ready to take on the work and finally be in control of making that decision to start really digging deep into what I wanted my life's purpose to be, deeper than just a career, because that's not just who I am. I knew I was so much more than just whatever given job I had in that moment.
Mm. And what challenges were you facing at that time?
Yes. So at that time, I was facing a lot of self-doubt with the business space, team culture. This idea of having to fit a certain picture of success was really, I think, the starter for me was I have to be earning a certain amount of money, I have to be wearing a certain suit and play this part of what a successful businesswoman is supposed to look like. And I was really fighting. I could tell that my body and mind were fighting this feeling that I just didn't feel true. I didn't feel like I was living into my integrity. And that just, I mean, between health issues, mental health, physical health, it was coming through in a lot of different ways than just feeling like a struggle at work, because it wasn't just a matter of not closing deals or not performing well. It was manifesting and spreading into a lot of other areas in my life too.
Mm. So what is your life like today, only 8 weeks into the coaching? What difference do you see?
Well, if my smile can't isn't the first piece to show you, I there's a level of ease and peace now that it's a matter of coming back into trusting myself again and relearning how to listen to my intuition. Because 2 years ago, when I had started to bring that statement forward, and I felt safe enough to start bringing it forward, I still wasn't trusting that intuition. It was like I needed somebody else to give me permission. And so today I feel like I know I'm finally leaning into um, taking that time and space to really see what that looks like and what my gut and intuition is telling me, and then being able to manifest it from there, to be able to actually put that energy into action. Because as we know, where your energy goes, where your attention goes, your energy flows. So
Absolutely. So exciting. And so, what new opportunities are in front of you now that might have not been there before?
absolutely. So, I think that there were always things coming and shifting with work. And I think that for me, um, I maybe 2 months ago would have seen this as like, oh, well, that was inevitably going to happen. My track with my job was already in this direction and already in a certain place that, was out of my control. And that was definitely my dialogue 2 months ago. And now, because of the tangible, just gosh, processes and tools that you've given me and activities and true practice of putting this to work and learning how to take these tools to put them in my toolbox for the future. That's what I am so excited about, is that you've taught me, but now I feel confident to use these certain tools to move forward and see that there's an abundance of opportunities in front of me that aren't limited to just this one job that I thought was going to define me forever. And in fact, there's a lot more in store because of this shift in my mindset and understanding that I'm in control of rewiring these neural pathways myself.
Yes. Oh, this is so exciting. And can you describe the process we went through in your own words? Like, what does this type of coaching and inner work look like? How would you describe that?
So when I first started, I honestly did not know what to expect. And I think that when it came to my health journey, that I thought was separate from this work, career path journey, and only to realize that they were very much so connected. In those moments, I thought like, oh, I've got to go to all of these different specialists and have them figure out what that looks like. And I just wanted them to tell me what to do. And so in coming into this coaching with you, it was kind of still, I think deep down there was an anticipation of, well, she's going to tell me what I need to do. Like she's going to show, like, tell me what my life's purpose is, instead of realizing, no, she's going to lead me to really identifying that myself. And so from our very first session to, eyes closed, trauma informed practices, to just sometimes really productive conversation, to workbooks and homework and journaling and manifestations and mantras and all of these tools that I have known about before, but didn't know how to step into them in my own way. And so you showed me, by putting the power back in my hands and running me through these exercises, to a point now where, I mean, like to your point, we're not even halfway through the full program yet. And I already feel empowered to start doing that on my own. And that's, I think, the beauty of a true coach, especially somebody like yourself, who's coming from a very informed and scientific background of proven results. There still is that element of like, what is it going to look like for me though? And how will I know when I've gotten there? And so really, I think the beauty is that this is pretty much exactly what you want to make out of it. For somebody to step into coaching with you, they have to be ready themselves to want to put that work in, and be ready to be vulnerable and have the hard conversations with yourself. Because, for me, I know no doubt that if it weren't for your guidance and the tools you've given me, that I wouldn't be here. But that's the reverse psychology of it in a way, is that I'm the creator, to your point that you say all the time, I'm the creator of my own life. And, you were meant to come into my life at a certain time. And I fully believe that. And so I think that's really what's so impressive with future results and the results I've seen now, is that it's been by my hand, but because of all the tools and access and guidance that you've given me.
Mm, that warms my heart. Thank you. And what would you say to someone who maybe doesn't know me very well? If you were to describe Malvina as a coach, what would you tell them?
Oh my gosh. I think that, gosh, whoever doesn't know you yet, they're missing out. And I hope that whoever is ready and when they need it, it's only going to be a blessing for them to get to know you, because you have given me an element of warmth and compassion and love and strength in this beautiful combination of ways that I've never gotten from a coach before. And I've seen every level of competitive athletics all the way through a Division I sport, that I didn't feel that same type of support and love. It felt like a very masculine, patriarchal, like, this is how sports has always been, and you're weak if you don't do this. And it was always like lighting a fire under you. And I knew that I never responded well to that. So coming into being coached by you and realizing that I can be vulnerable and listening and, receiving the guidance and the experience and knowledge that you have to share, it is such a unique balance that I don't think we see enough of. So you bring that divine feminine energy in a really important way, that I think man or woman stepping into a course like this, you will be able to tap into every element of your divine being, because of the way that you, Malvina, approach, I'm sure in a very unique way with everybody, because we all respond differently. But I think that the level of empathy and care, backed with the very, again, the very scientific and qualified experience that you have, it's just like the perfect blend.
Oh my gosh, you made my day. I am so just enthusiastic and happy that I get to work with incredible people like yourself. And you're so heart-centered. I know that you're just starting out, and watch out world, because Rebecca is coming. And I am so excited that we're not even, like you said, we're only halfway through the journey. And so there's still so much more to come. Thank you for those kind words. I'm
Yeah.
holding out my tears, my joy tears. I got another business meeting. So don't make me cry.
Well, five
Thank you,
stars
Rebecca.
across the board. Thank you for everything.